Hi there, and welcome to a very special episode of Nonsense Whisky. My name's VinPF, and today I'm going to take you on a quick little journey through different choices in glassware for your drinking whisky pleasure. Some are going to be functional, some are going to be for assessing, some are going to be for enjoying, and they're going to be broken down into a couple of little categories. So let's jump straight into the first and see where we're at. Shot glasses. So the first category is shot glasses. This little jobby here, nice and cheap, get them from Amazon, whatever, supermarket, and it's your kind of mainstay for quick drinking, most liquors. Not usually the kind of thing you'd see in a connoisseur's cabinet, but it will be there for other things other than single malt. What we're going to put in this thing today? Well, let's go for something that I consider a bit of a kind of bar setter, and that's the Highland Park 12 year. Let's pour it in. Slancher. Woo! Bad idea, bad idea. Category 2, branded merchandise. Next up, we've got the branded merchandise, and that includes things that are maybe not a kind of classic drinking vessel, but come with a bottle or come on branded deals or can be bought as part of gift sets and things like that. Here we've just got a couple of examples, and that's a kind of wee tumbler that's probably more of a rocks glass from Jack Daniels, an oddly square Bushmills that I got from a tasting, and the little wee kind of smelling glass, I would say, from Highland Park 12 year that I got with this actually. These can be a little bit gimmicky, especially stuff like this square one. You're not going to get much assessment out of these, and actually this is quite hard to drink out of unless you drink from the corner. But not bad for just enjoying, you know, if you're just casual about it and this is all you've got, then why not? It's going to be difficult to kind of critically assess these things, but you can get some decent smell out of them, and I don't mind drinking out of these when I'm just drinking on my own. Category 3, the cut glass tumbler. For this category, we're going to be talking about kind of rocks glasses and what I would call the cut glass tumbler. This is different from your kind of previous ones that I talked about, the kind of branded, just straight-laced glass. Here we're going to be talking about things that have gone through a bit of a process, have a little bit of a pattern. You can see kind of similar themes in all of these, and they have vastly different price ranges. For example, the one with the actual dram in here, this is a relatively cheap glass that comes in a set of 6 that you can get for sort of £30 in the UK. My actual preferred drinking vessel of a general thing, it's got a nice grip to it, it feels nice in the hand, it's not too big. You can get a bit of a sniff out of it, but again, I wouldn't critically assess with this. The only things that I would critically assess is maybe cask strength things that don't suit the final category, which we'll cover in just a moment. Then you're moving up into kind of moving on to more crystally kind of noises. If I just do, I don't know if you'll be able to hear the difference. More of a dull, and this is more of a crisp, clean, kind of a special thing. These definitely cannot go in the dishwasher, for instance. And then you've got the kind of real upper luxury versions. This is a Cumbria Crystal Grassmere, and it's handmade in Cumbria. This is the old-fashioned, double old-fashioned, in fact. Actually, you can see this in the Casino Royale, I think. This, for me, is a little bit large. It's definitely designed for a kind of whiskey cocktail, like the old-fashioned. If you pour a dram in here, it's just going to get lost, just there. But without a doubt, it's absolutely stunning glass. The light just reflects off it. Not so good for critically assessing. A lot of them vapours are going to be lost when you put your nose down here or even up here. And you're not going to be able to see really the kind of quality of the liquid you're drinking if you're looking at colour and things like that. This is a kind of showy glass. If you get a set of these, this glass itself is £88. It really is quite expensive just on its own. You get a really nice bottle of scotch for that. But if you like your luxury, it's worth getting kind of smaller versions of these. Category 4, the tulip glasses. For this category, I've kind of put a couple together that maybe shouldn't be together, but for me, these are you kind of assessing glasses. You kind of, what I put whiskey in when I really want to try and check out its nose and its palate and make notes on them. You've got kind of your Copita kind of style ones. These are kind of your sherry ones. This is more of a sherry but with a tulip kind of flair to it. I got this, you get this at kind of festivals. This one's from the Midlands Whisky Festival. Great for keeping a good purchase on while being able to smell. This one here is a Scotch Malt Whisky Society one. This one has more of a straight edge. It's going to focus those flavours up to your nose, which is why I said on a previous category that this isn't so good for cask strength, because if you've got your kind of 60% in there, your 120 proof, swirling around, and all that ethanol is being collected up here, and you just put your nose straight in it, boom, you're gonna lose nose hairs. So if you're gonna use these to assess that sort of whiskey, then maybe you want something with a bit more open, which is why they designed the Glencairn glass. Everyone's favourite. Not quite industry standard. People think that it is, but it isn't. It's just becoming a firm favourite. The industry standard is still this kind of sherry tasting one, but it's a very similar dimension. As you can see here, it's a little bit larger for the Glencairn. Great for kind of swilling around at the bottom, focusing those flavours, being able to put your nose in, and such. So in conclusion about which glass is really best, it really depends on your situation. I wouldn't recommend the shot glass. That's for other kind of whiskies. If you're looking at your single malts, probably not the best glass to do, but it's good to have these things in anyway in case you have something that you do want to shot. But it all depends on your situation. Whatever glass you are comfortable with, when you're drinking at home, on your own, with some friends, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you like, whatever feels nice in your hand. If you're assessing critically, I personally recommend the kind of more tulipy ones that will help with the kind of assessment of the flavours and the nose and things like that. But it's not essential. It's not essential at all. You will get that kind of flavours in the nose, and you will get that kind of focused element from a normal tumbler if you're careful enough, if your nose is good enough, whatever. But again, my personal recommendation is the classic Glencairn, and it is designed scientifically to help with critical assessment. Thanks for watching this quick overview on glasses in the whiskey world. Hope you find that useful. What glasses do you prefer to use? I'm sure a lot of you will love the Glencairn, but at home, when no one's watching, stick it below. What do you use? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on another No Nonsense Whisky video.